Namaste. Today we are going to discuss about the most common problem that we face in our lives, and that is neck pain. I'm sure most of you have experienced some kind of neck pain in some point of your life. Today I will demonstrate through yogic practices how you can get rid and literally get rid of the pain in the neck. The incidence of neck pain ranges from 16 to 75%. That means at some point of time you must have experienced neck pain either in a very mild or severe form. It is important to know your limitations, where to stop and where to continue. And it is better that you have a proper consultation if you are having severe limitations like rigid neck, fever or any severe dysmobility in the neck. Yoga helps in improving the range of motion in the cervical neck region, improves the functional disability, improves the mobility of the cervical spine and boosts mood. The aim for yoga therapy is to improve the strength in the muscles of the neck, relieve the tension in the tight muscles, improve the mobility of the vertebral column and also psychosomatic harmony. So let us begin with the asanas practice that we are going to perform to help us relieve the cervical neck pain.
To start the warm-up, sitting in comfortable position, Brahma Mudra, keeping the head and neck relaxed and in straight line. Inhale to look up and exhale to tuck your chin to the chest. Coordinating with the breath, inhaling to look up and exhaling to tuck your chin to the chest. Moving to the sides with inhalation, coming to the center with exhalation, moving to the other side and coming back to the center. Repeating this movement on either sides of the neck. Next, you're going to take your neck down, chin to the chest, rotate your neck up from one side, moving it along, getting it down from the other side as you exhale. This movement helps to release the tension on the tight muscles of the neck, improving the circulation around the neck area and increasing the flexibility of the spine. Side stretching of the neck, applying pressure to one side of the head and resisting it, moving to the other side, feeling the stretch on the lateral aspect of the neck, releasing any tension onto the side of the neck, stretching the neck muscles, keeping the shoulders relaxed. Koni Chalana or elbow rotation. Joining your elbows together, lifting your elbows up as you inhale, exhaling to come down, making a big circle with your shoulders. We are going to release any tension, any tightness in the muscles around the shoulder joint, and this will in turn help to release the tension on the neck. Reversing the direction, inhaling as you go back and exhaling as you come down. Repeat this for 5 rounds to release any tension on the shoulders. Neural flossing. Activating the cervical nerve plexus by stretching your arm out, keeping your head in a straight line, helps to relieve any impingement in the cervical nerves. Next, gliding the nerves by moving the head in the direction of the outstretched hand, gliding the nerves in between to release any tension. Next, activating and stretching the nerves by moving the head in the opposite direction of the outstretched hand to stretch and release the nerves in the cervical region. You can do this on the opposite side once you're done with one side. Cat and cow pose. Coming to the tabletop position. As you inhale, curling the back inwards, pushing your chin up. As you exhale, rounding your spine, tucking the chin to the chest. Repeating this movement 5 to 10 times to increase the flexibility of the entire spine from the cervical to the lower back region helps to increase the mobility of the spine. Nadi Shodhan Pranayam or Anulom Vilom Pranayam. Blocking the left nostril, breathing through the right, exhaling from the left, inhaling from the left and exhaling from the right. This practice of pranayam helps in balancing the right and the left side of the body, bringing about a sense of balance and calmness in the mind. Repeat this practice about 5 to 10 times on your own. Tadasana or mountain pose. Stretching your arms above your head, interlocking your fingers, lifting your body up on your tiptoes, stretches the entire body including the neck. Make sure you keep your neck relaxed to feel the benefits of Tadasana. Next, coming to Veerbhadrasana 2 or Warrior 2. Coming into the warrior pose, stretching out your arms. This asana helps to strengthen the shoulders and in turn strengthen the neck muscles as well. Perform this asana on both the sides alternately. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Keeping your feet wide apart, stretching your arms towards one side, trying to reach your palm to the floor or to the shin or to the ankle, wherever it is comfortable. Stretching the lower back, stretching the shoulders, strengthening the shoulders and neck. We do it to the opposite side, alternating. This pose helps in building strength in the shoulders and the neck. Please remember to keep your neck and head relaxed. Do not tense your neck here. And feel the benefits of this pose. Coming to Ardha Chakrasana, standing erect, placing your palms onto your waist wherever it is comfortable. As you inhale, you're going to breathe in, arching your back backwards, feeling the stretch onto the front of the chest and the front of the neck, strengthening the back, shoulders and neck muscles. Releasing from the back bend. You can go for a forward bend to release any tension on the back and on the back of the neck. Gomukhasana or cow head pose. Placing your ankles by the side of the hips, adjusting your sitting bones to sit in Gomukhasana, extending your arms outwards, bending the elbows, placing them at the back, either on the shoulder blade or interlocking your fingers. Closing your eyes, bringing your awareness to your breath and to your neck region, relaxing your neck and your shoulders. Releasing, we can do it onto the opposite side by alternating the ankles. Perform it onto the opposite side, bringing your hands to the back, placing it either on the shoulder blades or interlocking your fingers. Staying in this pose for a while. Kapalabhati Pranayam. Perform this pranayam daily for maximum benefits, releasing any tension in any part of the joint, whether it is neck or back or any joint in the body. Forceful exhalation, passive inhalation. Coming to your knees, placing your hands on the waist or coming down to your thighs or calves or the ankles, wherever it is comfortable. Bending your back, looking straight, extending the neck in Ushtrasana. Cobra pose, Bhujangasana, lying down prone, placing your elbows by the side of the body. Inhale to lift up your upper body, either partially or fully, to feel a stretch in the back, releasing any tension in the neck, looking straight Coming down as you exhale, staying in baby cobra, completely down. Setu Bandhasana or bridge pose. Keeping your knees together, holding your ankles. As you inhale, you're going to lift up your hips, tucking the chin to the chest, releasing any tension that is there in the back of the neck. You can interlock your fingers behind, lifting your hips up as you inhale and slowly release. Lying in the supine position, placing your hands by the side, balancing on the elbows, touching the crown of the head into Matsyasana or fish pose. This is an excellent pose to release any tension in the front of the neck. Release and lie down in Shavasana for 10 minutes.
Remember that your body changes day by day. So make adjustments to your practice depending on the mobility of your body. Do not be harsh on yourself and improve your practice slowly. Practice yoga and gentle yoga for 20 minutes every day and see the results for yourself. Also being mindful of your posture and being mindful to your breathing. Thank you for joining me for this session today and hope to see you the next time with another interesting video. Namaste.